we have some machine which is called Enigma machine. It is a cybersecurity machine was developed by the German forces, like in the Adolf Hitler, the dictator of German, who was developing this Enigma machine. That Enigma machine can find out some, it can convert some our original information into a some cipher message, like some the format of the message is going to be not visible to us. It can be visible, but it can be in the not in the correct format. So our you all know, like plain text to be converted into a ciphertext. So our original message to be converted into a like some hidden or something message which is not the original message. So I just put the Enigma machine. You can see this machine. This is the first thing of this security. The Enigma machine is the first machine in the cybersecurity. You can see this, how it can be working. So whenever I can type some letters in the an alphabet, some other letters to be blinking in this. Suppose I can type some letters A, it will be blinking the letter like B. You can see. I can type the letter W, it can blink the letter D. So each and every letter I can choose it, the rotor, okay, and the possible combination 26 alphabets mismatch. So we have to develop some 150 million possible combination of output by this through this Enigma machine. This is a very dangerous machine. So it can convert our original message into a some unknown message. Like it's going to be a cipher message. So the encryption will be happen here. So my original information to be converted into a some unintelligible message. Like, okay. So you can see. So my original message is weather report. So how it can convert into a cipher message, okay? An unknown format message. So the green color is going to be unknown format. So weather report to be converted into a unknown format like SLHOYIHJFGEJH. You can see here. So how the encryption to be happened here in this Enigma machine. So during the Second World War, the German forces attacked the ships of French forces. So this is a ship of French government. So the German people can get the information from the German government, like through this Enigma machine. See, you can attack some French ships, and you can attack the air forces of French government. So that message to be captured by the soldiers of this German forces, and they can attack the French government ships and all, and army forces and aircraft, like anything they have. So this rotor can be rotated, and it can develop the 150 million possible combination of data. This is the size of this room, like how this can be. So this is the introduction about this Enigma machine. So we have started. So, how this attack to be? So, in go for the cybersecurity, these three parameters is very, very important: authenticity, authorization, non-reputation. So, we must authenticate the particular data, and we must authorize the data. And suppose you can acknowledge the data, and later you cannot delete it. Okay, so you can suppose you can accept some a digital signature, and later you cannot tell that this is not my signature. You cannot say that it's not my signature. It's going to be a non-reputation. So these are very important in terms of the system security with respect to the CAA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. You all know CAA, confidentiality, availability, and integrity. The authenticity of the system, the information should be available in the both ends, like you are no end-to-end encryption. Nowadays, when you go for WhatsApp, we are having the term end-to-end encryption. So no third party can snoop your message. No third party cannot interfere with your end-to-end communication. So now we have an RTR. So we people have the RTR. In this RTR, we have the one important drawback is that till now the RTR does not have any end-to-end encryption. So that end-to-end encryption is a major secrecy of the data. So everything to be very confidentiality, like we have to do the encryption through this confidentiality. The confidentiality is that, so you have the end-to-end encryption. So the data must be an integrity. The originality of the data must be secure, and we cannot interfere. We cannot interfere with this data. Okay, data cannot be lost, and the originality of the data must be also secure. And the data, whenever we need a data, we must have the availability. The data should be needed. When I want to access data, the data to be needed. It's in terms of availability. Okay. When you go for this authentication, there are these are the factors with the example. So something you know in the factor. So the information assume that is, others cannot be do not know about this information, but it's going to be secret, like a password or a PIN code or simply a piece of information. Most people do not know, such as users mother's maiden name. So I don't know the maiden name of yours fathers or somebody mother's. So this are the something you know, and something you have, something you the user process they have hold the RFID sensor. Okay, RFID patches, OTP, generating the tokens, generating tokens, etc., etc. These are the some of the something you have. So what you say is that some people are here. So something you have, sir. Sorry for the difference. Something you have, like you have hold your RFID badge and with you and OTP. Generating token, which is nothing but in each and everything you have how to generate the tokens. Like you can go for OpenAI API keys. So these keys and all, it's a secret key you can able to download it. Okay. So this is going to open API key where you can use this key and you can able to use the OpenAI platform. So each and every platform having their own API keys. So this is a very secret keys. Like when you go for some algorithms, you all know RSA algorithms and all, like that is a secrecy algorithm. For the secrecy algorithm and all, you need a API key. Okay, so that API keys are very, very important. It's going to be very vital, and you must have this type of API keys for generating applications. So you can just click this, create a new secret key, and for this, suppose I can give my name, and you can able to generate that, create the secret key. So this secret key, you can able to copy it, and you can apply it for creating a new type of applications. For creating a new application, you need this type of permissions. Like anything like API keys, for accessing any API, you have to generate this type of keys. Okay, so this is platform for OpenAI. For any other platform, other platform also you can able to generate. For Perplexity or any for generating any application, you can able to generate this type of API keys. Okay, so I was using the a lot of keys here. I'm generating the keys, and I can able to use the OpenAI application. I want to generate anything I want to apply. So this type of key is also very, very essential. So that is going to be generating key and the key. Third type, something you are a person fingerprint. That you are using your fingerprint for unlocking your mobile and voice printing information and scanning factors such as biometrics and all. You need this type of authentication. When you go for networks, when you go for cybersecurity, you go for network, because all these network hacking or anything will be happen using this your IP, your internet address or the internet protocol address. Is the major thing of your cybersecurity. So all the hacking and all type of attacks will happen using your system own IP. Okay. So I want to show, like, you can just go to this command prompt. Okay. So this command prompt, like, you are going to check the IP address of the machine in your Windows. You can just type ipconfig, and for Linux system, you just put ifconfig. Here, you know what type of Ethernet is connected. That Ethernet address is there, and IP address is there. So my system IP address is IPv version 4. Like, we are now 192.168.56.1, and I'm using the subnet mask. So here my Ethernet is connected to the my default gateway of 10.10.10.1. My organization IP address is going to be gateway is 10.10.1, and it's connected to my system IP address 10.10.10.59. Okay. So here I just check I have connected my network in 10.10.10.5. Whether I have connected my system, yes, it replied. So for thinking, I have connected my system. There are 4 packets I am sending, 4 packets I am receiving. There is no 0% loss. Suppose I want to disconnect my network. Whenever I am picking this data, it's going to be the connection timeout or something, connection loss. That must also happen in the network. This is the one way we can able to ping. Suppose I want to ping for Google website, www.google.co.in. Okay. So here, so after pinging my google.co.in, it replaces some IP address like 142.2.51.221.195. This is actually the IP address of the Google. Okay. You just copy this IP address. Okay. I just copy this IP address here, and I can go to the Google Chrome, and I just put this IP address. I press enter. So this is the IP address of Google. You all know the IP address of what I was given in the browser. Again, I'm giving this IP address. This is the IP address of the Google. You all know? Okay. So simply, just I'm going to the next IP address. I want to connect to that. Like I just put Anna University website, anna.edu. Sorry, ping. So this is the IP address of Anna University. I'm pinking here. But there is no connection here. You can see what is the term request timeout. Okay. So whenever I just check the IP address here, whether it can be connected or not, I just check this IP address. I copy this and I just put it in the. Yeah, it opened. It opens. And then its website is open. So what is the case? But even though it is connected before timeout, and it will be the address will be open. But you can see here, I'm sending the packet, but there is no packet. Here received packet is 4, but here received packet is 0. So we have some loss of packet is there, 100% loss. So that is going to be. So whenever I'm giving the IP address, with how much time, how much millisecond or how much second, it will able to process. That is the thing we know. Okay. So, but here there is 100% loss in my network. Okay. So that is a very important thing. So why we go for this IP address is if the hacker, if anybody want to hack your IP address, they can first step is they can identify the IP address of your website. Okay. That once they can find out the IP address, then they can easily hack your website using some type of ethical hacking mechanism. We know that ethical hacking, lot of mechanisms are there. Simply we can, I just go for hackers planning. So this is a very good website where you can just go through it. This hackers planning, like what type of attacks to be happen, each and every attacks to be given by point by point. In the command execution, suppose how to the attacker can attack our IP address using this HTTP request. Okay, in this HTTP request, they can just first of all look your domain, the website of yours. Okay, so they have go through this ns lookup command. Ns lookup command, then you can find out the IP address of your machine. From that, they can get the request from the HTTP. Based on this, they can attack. Okay, I simply go for this ns lookup of your website. Okay, so here I'm looking look up the address of the anonymity. So here you can see it's a non-authoritative answer is the name of the website with their address will be happening. So you can see the same IP address also coming here, but it can look up what type of IP address. So they can check whether ns lookup command which look up the IP address of the organization in detail they can get. Okay, so I just go for Google.co.uk. Okay, they are looking at lookup of the Google.co.uk, and here you can see that their MAC address also coming. MAC address you all know the physical address of your machine. Okay, there are it's going to be a 128-bit long, and IP address is going to be a 32-bit long. Okay, so 142 is going to be a 1 byte. So totally, 4 bytes. Okay, so 4 bytes totally. Each numbers to be occupied 1 byte. So 4 bytes we have 4 into 8 bit, 32 bit. Same as your MAC address having the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bytes. Sorry, 16 bytes. 16 bytes. Okay, so 16 bytes. You can multiply it by 8. 16 to 8, you will get what will be it. So here you can see this lookup address is the lookup. It's going to be a very important syntax. Like you all know, this lookup command will be print the result like your sites via perform the DNS lookup. DNS is the website. The domain name space or domain name server of your website, like it can identify and get the request from the HTTP protocol. Based on this, it can search. And when you go for this, they can find out the code, which type of code you have written in your website, whether it's going to be PHP or HTML or some other website. They can vulnerable to the command injection. So vulnerable, you can easily identify your command very easily, and based on that, they can attack. Okay, so here you can see they have already noticed that you are running the PHP and how they can avoid that. You are written the PHP. Then they can easily identify the server of your IP address. So the website is google.com, their address is given. Based on that, they can easily attack your machines. He guesses that the IP is literally performed by an operating system function, and they can put their commands. Okay, so now we can put the echo command of the web page to demonstrate that your website is very vulnerable to the command execution. They can easily hack your website. Okay, now he has a mechanism to execute the code on the server, and finally you can able to get the address. So all those things will be happen very easily using this hackers. So they can able to identify your IP address of the machine, and they can attack your website very easily. Okay. Till now, any doubts? Till now, any doubts? Any queries? Whether it is going to be interesting or not? Any doubts? You can put in the chat box. So suppose you have any doubts. Okay, so this internet assign number authority to be assigned each and every IP address of the machine. So totally we can start from the number 0 to maximum of 256 bytes. So 2 power 32 number of bytes there are possible for this network IP address. So these are the IP address. So the IP addresses are varies based on the class A to class C. So we can start from the IP address from 0 to 126. And 127 is the loopback address. So I just connect 127.0.0.1. This is my local host. So because this is my machine address, so the system can run within the system itself. Okay. So that is going to be a loopback address. The system can run within this port. I just put 127.0.0.1. Okay, because it is refused to connect, because the system is running within the system itself. Okay, so it's going to be a loopback address where all. Okay, so the class A IP address we can start from the bits 1 to 127, and class B can start from 128 to 191, and class C is 192 to 223, and class B is 224 to 239, and class E is 240 to 254. I will just put that. So this Zoom tab will help you for any type of presentation. Hopefully, you can be able to download the software. It's going to be very interactive thing. So just to go to Zoom, download. So Microsoft, it's going to be a Microsoft tool where you can download. One minute. So this is a Zoom tab where you can zoom your screen, or you can able to interact with students very easily. So just to try to download this. It's a very good website. Sorry, it's a very good software that you can able to track and track very easily. So double click this. So 64-bit operating system, just to give that. So this is the system. So here the IP address you can start from 1 to 127. It's going to be class A, 128 to 191. So based on the first byte of data, suppose your first byte of data is going to be 126.191.222.5. So based on the first byte of data, 126, it belongs to a class A IP address. Okay, so from this you can identify very easily it's going to be a class A. So 247.10.1.1. So in these 4 bytes of data, the first byte is going to be a 247. It's going to be a class A IP address. So based on the IP address, they can easily find out the classes and they can attack the different variety of IP address. Okay. So I was given an example like whenever I can enter into the google.co.in, it mapped with its own IP address. Whenever, so I just type any type of IP address, I think like hackers cloud or something else. Like I just put College of Engineering. So it can map with their own domain, their own IP address. Whenever I can type this correct College of Engineering. So here you can see that my connection is not provided. This is another type of the cybersecurity issue like I have. So I just go to an advanced thing because it's going to be unsafe IP. It's going to be unsafe because I don't have any HTTPS protocol here. Okay. So here, whenever you can type here, the connection is going to be secure. The certificate must valid, okay, based on the IP address. Whether I have to cookies is enabled or not. Suppose you don't have more cookies, you just clear the cookies and you can go to enter the website again. Right? And the site settings, whether the site settings is going to be connected, all those things, okay. Whether the site setting is going to be an insecure content. If it is insecure content, you can black it, okay. So what type of things like unwanted thing and all, you just put in the blog. That is a very important thing you must know. Okay. Okay. So whenever I can type any IP, any URL or any website, it can map with its own IP. Suppose I need the like just put dot ac.in. Hopefully, this is a website of Project Project. Okay. So this is the website. Like I just copy this IP address of this and I just put it here. That yeah. Okay. The browser said a request. This is the server could not understand. Like the reason is the plain HTTP having some SSL enabled server code. So it's going to be a instead of HTTPS scheme, access the URL keys. So this website is not secure. That's why it was not open. So here you are getting the request like to connection with the site of this not secure. That's why it's going to unsafe. So make sure that your IP must be connected to the HTTPS. Means that it's going to be hypertext transfer protocol with a secure communication. Now press enter. So sorry, I have put 2 keys here. So let's just put. Okay, now we can come to advanced and we can go to the website of Project Project. Hopefully, this website is not secure now in terms of whether it entered to my region or not. But you can check it this whenever you just press enter this, it's going to be a like insecure, unsafe. The website is not appended to the HTTPS protocol. Okay, so that's why you can say the website is unsafe. Okay. So when you are coming to the cyber crime, all the ethical hacking, it was started in the year of 1960s itself. It was limited to scientists, researchers, and mostly it can describe their unlawful activity. In which computer and other devices, like all the things we can stand alone as a part of the network are used as a tool for the target of criminal activities. So for this classification of cyber crimes, so any attack to be happen within the organization, within the system organization. Okay, within the organization, some type of port changing or something attack will be happen. They are called insider attack, and some attack will happen outside of the organization, outside of the companies. That's only external. Unstructured attacks to be happen like phishing attack. Okay, snooping attacks could be unstructured. Structured attacks could be some type of a structural view. It's going to be a meaningful view. It's a lawful view. The attack to be happened. Okay, this is a hierarchical organization of the structure. So we can start from the criminal boss. In the criminal boss, under the boss, they are called Trojan. Trojan is a very dangerous virus. Okay, the provider and manager are responsible for the Trojan command and control. Under this, under the boss, they have the campaign manager. They are the attackers trained by Trojan owner. They distribute the Trojan virus to the website through their affiliation network. Based on that, your stolen data to be reasoned. So mostly all the now for communication of Facebook attacks, okay, somebody they can create the proxy of your Facebook account and they can ask the money to the money to your friends and your relations, etc. So this is the hierarchical structure of the activity to be happened. Okay, in the stolen data reseller. It's not only happening in the Facebook, we have go for Twitter or Instagram, all those things to be happened in step of hierarchical organization steps. And malware, so malware is the malicious software viruses to be designed to gain the access or installed into a computer without the consent of the user. So it's going to add that. So when you go for something website, so mostly the ad will come. It's a one type of malicious software to be designed to gain access or install in the computer without the user consent. It's very unwanted thing, and that website will get this type of. Show this slide. Okay, the ad will come while you are working with this some website. Like you go for Faculty Plus or something website. So some unwanted websites will come. Advertisement will come. A spyware is a type of another installed target computer without the user permission designed to steal the sensitive information from the target system. Okay, some malware can get some sensitive information from your website. Okay, that is called spyware. And browser hijacking software is another malicious software which is downloaded along with the free software offered over the internet and install the host computer without the knowledge of the user. Okay, it is a hijacking. Hijacking is some malicious software are downloaded along with the free software. Okay, so this software can modify the browser setting and redirect the links to the other unintentional sites. You can go to some unwanted sites. Suppose you are working with some website and sometimes you can directly link to some another unwanted website. It is called browser hijacking software. Okay, and viruses, homes. Okay, you all know, like very familiar. Trojan has is a very dangerous malicious code that can be installed the host machine by presenting a useful software. Okay, it can not only damage the machine and it can also manipulate the machine. It can create the backdoor of the computer system which can be controlled by the remote computer. Okay, so it's a botnet is another dangerous command control which can unsuspected the web users zombie computers. This all the computers to be acted as a botnet. So it will be a zombie computer. So some unsuspected web users information to be accessed. So you can see here sample warning message of the scanner. So there are some antivirus online scanner detection, dangerous spyware on your system. Some unwanted messages are come. The type of spyware is critical, high, medium. So you just to remove all or just to do the ignore message and all. Okay. So very interesting part, like you just go to in the collab. In the collab, in the Google collab, we must check the some type of program. We must write some Python code to be written by the HTTP status codes. Okay. So import request is the header file where you can get the input of the URL. You can add some URL website. Okay. Whether they can start with the protocol. Just now I don't know whether the target website belongs to HTTP :// or it will not start with the HTTPS. So whether it can start with the secure HTTP or it's not start with the HTTP. Okay. So we must check the try block like whether it can request the target. The target must be the URL. If the URL is valid, then we can get the status code. Otherwise, it is invalid URL. We can again get the enter the URL, and if the URL is also the very bad, and it just exit from the loop. Okay, so just I do the running the code here. Okay, now I just enter the Kagri website, www.kagri.com. So here it can return the status code of this 200. Okay, what is the 200 status code? Okay, I just put Control C. I just put HTTP status code of 200. What is the meaning of this HTTP 200 status code? You just get HTTP status code 200 is commonly the working which signifies the client request has been successfully processed by the server and most successful response encountered during the web browser. It's going to be a success one. So the server get the URL, it can post the URL, and we are getting all those information. So the 200 is something what it's going to secure one. Okay, and you just check this HTTP status code. It's very important. Mostly some status code is not working. HTTP 404 and all not working. Okay, you can see 403, 404 and all not found. Some websites are not found. You all know forbidden, not found. Okay, but if you check the 200, 200 is going to be okay. Your website is okay. Your status code is okay. It's indicating the successful HTTP request. Okay, so I just put some other website. I just press enter. I just put some other website. Yeah, I just put anime dot. I can process this website. I just put www.anime.edu. You can check the status code of this enhanced website. It takes some time. So this is a duration, how this HTTP can fetch the enhanced server. It's going to be time taken from the client can request the server, and that's going to be timing delay. So that is why we are using the ping command that gives this TTL, time to live, how much time second my data to be alive. Okay. So it takes some timing delay to download, to fetch into this website also. So I just put some other website. ChatCPT.com. Yeah, it shows 403. 403 means we are no forbidden. 403 is forbidden. Okay, so forbidden, the request containing valid data was understood by the server, but the server is refusing action. Okay, it's going there. What is it? Forbidden. I think we can able to get it. Forbidden. Okay, so whenever I just put ChatGPT, but it will work. But the status code shows that the website is not working correctly. Okay, so I just put www.google.co.uk. It shows that the website is currently working. 200 status code is working. 200 seconds. So you can check your website like using this type of security mechanism, whether HTTP is correctly fetching your website or not. Okay, so that's a thing you have to be able to work it out. That is a very important thing. Okay. So when you go for this type of cybersecurity attacks, so you can able to implement this attack in a two-way collab, like how to the problem statement of how to find out the targeted destination IP address and what type of port you have. A port is a number which specifically do some type of application. So the port number for any type of IP address, like if you go for HTTP, port number is we now 25, and for mailing application, simple mail transfer protocol, now the port number is 25. For file transfer protocol, my port number is 20 and 21. Likewise, how this port be open for different applications. So here, I'm going to apply some Python data analysis platform. I want to show some graph, like I want to import some, what is it, IP address. See here, I can import some IP address of the data. Okay, so I'm getting some mathematical application, numerical Python, I can get it, and using the scientific Python, I can able to show some output. Okay, so import the math, I want to show some, what are the missing numbers and what are the type of some warnings to be find out by the IP address for some type of cybersecurity attacks. Okay. So here my problem statement is, you are the cybersecurity expert of the company. In the last month, some cybersecurity events with a different duration and patterns have been registered. So how you can able to find out, and what is the output you can able to get. So in which destination IP address my cybersecurity to be happen, and what is the time, in which time it can start the cybersecurity, and which time it can end the attack. It can start time and end time. All those things will be using the data. The data command, which we can import the starting time of your cybersecurity attacks and end time of your cybersecurity attacks. So I have upload my CSV file, which is called cybersecurity attacks.csv file. So I just go to my folder of this collab, and I can go to this upload option. So here in this upload option, I just in the download folder, I have cybersecurity CSV file is there. You can see here. Your cybersecurity CSV file. This CSV file I have to import into this pandas. Okay. So I was installing it. Sorry, I was uploaded here. After uploading, I want to know what type, how much column and how much rows it has. So it has some. So it can run the way. There are some 178 rows and 11 columns to be had. So what are the 11 columns? So in the 11 columns, you can see attack category, attack subcategory, which protocol my system to be attacked, and source IP address, source port number, destination IP address, their port number, attack name, attack references, all those things will come. So I want to see the first first 4 attacks to be happening in my category of what type of attack category, the subcategory, what type of protocol to be attacked. It's going to be TCP transaction control protocol, or user datagram protocol we are using, and source IP address in the machine can be attacked, and the port to be attacked, and the destination IP address, port number, what type of attack to be happen. It's going to be a web server database access attack, some formatting vulnerability of the Solaris system, and some metafile attacks to be happen. Attack references it has, and like the starting time. Here you can see the starting time we have and ending time we have. Yeah, here you can see we have the attack name, the starting attack reference, and timing, starting time with ending time in the seconds to be had. Okay, and you can see I want only the start time and the end time, last time of the attack to be happened. You can see in this picture. You can see in this the type of attack with the start time and the end time. The start time is going to be this much of seconds I can start. Okay, 142.192.7414 in terms of millisecond hopefully, and it can be the last time. So this type of time I can able to get. Okay, so this is the column of attack, and I want to drop the copy of any column will come in a repeated redundancy to be eliminated, dropped out, and I just put the figure out the different chart for this cyber attack. I can put the matrix plot. I can go for a bar chart. Okay, with the attack category, subcategory, their what is it? The starting seconds, ending seconds, all those things. Sorry, their port number, all those things to be elaborately discussed in this map. Okay, so in the if any data cleaning process, how much subcategory, how much references are going to be it's coming. Okay, so data cleaning, I want to clean all those things. I want to clean the subcategory attack, and I want to clean the attack references. This can be coming again and again. Okay, if there is no attack, just to fill it with the not registered, and if there any attack, I want to register the numbers. Okay. Okay, any duplicate attack that also to be able to maintain. So these are the this attacks be coming again and again, and using the open shortest path first protocol. Using this, I can find these are the duplicate attack. Okay, and port number also change start from the 0 to 65,535. This port number invalid source port destination port also we can able to find out, and how much total number of protocol to be unique. So the total number of protocol we are using here is 131, and the total of different attack categories 14. This type of attack categories, what type of algorithm? TCP protocol, UDP, or open shortest first algorithm, mobile attack category. Okay, okay. So that's the different columns we can able to find out, and based on the column we can find out each and everything. So attack categories, how much the attack category for different things. Okay, we can getting from this. So what type of port number we are using, that port number also we can deliberately given in this. Okay. And this is the number of attacks per category to be given in a bar chart. Okay, bar plot. So exploits is the very most dangerous attack. After that, puzzles attack, denial of service attack, recognition, reconnaissance, generic attack, backdoor attack, analysis, shell code worms. So mostly worms will be a very low attack code when compared to the exploits. So exploits no attack is going to be a very most attack category. There are 68,211, and worms are a very minimum attack to be happened. So we are putting the pie chart. Exploits having a more attack when compared to the other. So based on the starting time of the attack, what is the starting time, what is the ending time, the duration of attacks, all those things also we can able to find out using this. Okay. So this is a small Python code to check whether what type of attacks, what type of algorithms we are finding out we are using this in the type of attacks we can do. When you go for the cybersecurity techniques, we have authentication. OTP is very primary, very vital role. Like all the ways when we go for SB login, personal banking login, we get 2 times we get the OTP, like login time, and another one when you go for OTP where you are entering into a personal profile. So this type of encryption mechanism to be happen, and mostly now 256-bit encryption to be happen in all types of encryption to save your data. Okay, when you go for S3 personal banking, so just I'm showing a very reference view. In the SBI personal banking, you get OTP-based login is included for added security. So here you can see here at the bottom. Like they have some very sign, they have taken their attack. But here you can see beware of phishing attacks here. They have given a condition also. Beware of phishing attacks. Phishing is a fraudulent attempt usually made through email, phone calls, SMS to secure personal data, confidential data. Okay, so this is a very, very important thing we make a note of it. This phishing attacks will happen mostly we people given the OTP numbers or some numbers which is coming from the SBI message or WhatsApp, anything we are sharing with the some hackers, and they can easily get our money. Okay, through this type of security mechanism. So that's why mostly SBI will provide the OTP based login. Okay, and mostly they have 256-bit encryption. Bit encryption they are using. This is the most very strong format of data encryption. Mostly in WhatsApp also we are using this type of encryption mechanism. In WhatsApp also, end-to-end encryption also we have using this type of mechanism they are following. Okay. So your data to be plain text to be converted into a ciphertext, like how the digital signature also, like how we can able to save your data, like all the digital signature of yours to be converted to a certificate. Based on the certificate, they have given the digitally signed data. So how the digitally signed data to be created? When you call digital signature, generation, we have using this. I want to tell about the very, very important in the government e-mutra. Yeah, I want to say this e-mutra will generate the digital signature for UP. Okay, suppose your signature, this one, your signature, no one can access. This type of digital signature, no one can access your digital signature. So you can easily get this signature through the pen drive from this e-mutra board. So only the 1,500 rupees you will get this e-digital signature, because this and all we must know about this type of digital signature property. So we have to buy the certificate. We can suppose the 1 year validity is 1 year. After 1 year, we can able to renew the certificate. Okay. So this e-mutra will provide a very good digital services. So you can save your digital signature for a 1 year. So for 1 year it will be 1,350. For 3 years it will be 2,250. Okay. It is very, very important to apply for a pattern or something. Very security mechanisms they are providing. Okay. Okay, for this verification of digital signed data, all questions to be converted to a hash character, hash value. Like you all know, the hash value is a very secret value. We can, you know, and this is having some antiviruses, we all know. So nowadays, a lot of free antivirus also available, but they are very vulnerable. So better you can able to get a very what is it? You all know, like the known antivirus software, like we have Sky, okay, okay. So you refer this slide, let me get this. And firewall is another very important cybersecurity measure. Like it can protect the data from unwanted, unauthorized network, which is coming from unwanted data streams. Okay, and this internet protects the data from threats like viruses, malware, hackers. It can be used to limit a person who can access the network and share information. Okay, it can protect the data which is coming from one type of network to the another type of network. Suppose I want to share a local area network to the wide area network, like firewall can prevent. Okay, it is going to be a wall which can avoid, and it can restrict that, unauthorized data which is coming from one network. And these are the types of firewall. There are two types of firewall: hardware firewalls and software firewalls. Hardware firewalls networks like routers. In the networks layer, we have routers. That routers to be connected to the network outside the organization, like internet. We are getting with this type of firewalls. And software firewalls installed in the server, and client can able to access the gateway of the network. The stereography is like an intelligible message, like your data stream will be connected to your secrecy of the message. Okay, your image to be connected to some secrecy of data, and how to replace your image with this message, like examples like how to convert the some type of bits. And this basic cryptography, like based on the our alphabet frequency letter, and each and every letter in the alphabet to be replaced with another letter based on the frequency from minimum to the maximum and maximum to the minimum frequency, they are replacing. This is the basic cryptography. And random selection from this couple of blocks, we can randomly select the data, and we can able to do the some type of algorithm, like we can go for Diffie-Hellman, key exchange, RSA algorithm, like we can plot the data. And this is the information I was explaining in the first slide itself. It's a very, very important tool. Okay, like how we can able to generate the million bytes of data. Okay, the same type of encryption, we are using same type of key. We are transmitting from sender to the receiver. That is both the sender and receiver, we are using the same key. That is called symmetric encryption. Like we are doing the XOR operation. Whenever XOR is on load. What is XOR operation? Whenever you have a 0, 0, you are getting the output is 0. 1, 1, you are getting the output is 0. But the inputs are different. 0, 1 or 1, 0, your output should be high. Okay. It's going to be 2, 2, but the inputs are different. So this type of mechanism will be happen in the symmetric encryption. And this is a symmetric key, like using the Python encryption, how they can generate the key of 1 to 255 characters. Okay, so this is the encryption to be matched. And when you go for this another thing, we can go for the Nmap. Network map, like you download this software, it's going to be very interactive software. Like I want to scan any website here. Okay, so my scan, where I can start from my network. Okay, my network can be start from, like I just put www.30.ac.in. Okay, so I just scan my website. I just put what type of scan I can use. Index scan or UDP protocol, TCP protocol, or pin scan, any type of scan I can use. I just scan this 30.ac.in. How this mapping to be started? What type of ports I can use? What type of topology I can use? Okay, host details, scans. So I'll just put the running. So it can be running. So here, 30.ac.in is their IP address. How much timing delay? It will only take 0.032 second latency it can take for mapping their IP address, and what type of port they, and what type of topology. So actually topology they can start from, I can start from my website, my university website. Using it, you can go to different ports, different IP address. Finally, you can reach the target IP address is 31.97.1. It can start from aucetk.in. You can see here. You can start from the IP address from auced.edu.in, and it can go through the different IP address. Finally, it can reach the target. So target is can make destination IP, and this makes source IP. And it can travel the variety of the path. It can travel the variety of the IP address from here. It's going to be Nagapattinam district, and it's going to be Coimbatore district. So it can path is going to be entirely different. So it can go a variety of in a various way, in a various part through this trichy is there. Okay, so there the various parameters can be the scanning carrier IP address. So I just put the another index scan here. I just check the carrier.ac.in. Okay, so in the 3-10 seconds, our map it to be open. Okay. So this is a topology I can use. Logical structure of the database, like you all know, mesh topology, star topology, okay, ring topology. So these are the different type of topology I can able to use it. And so this is a fisheye, this will be controlled, and there is no host view. So this type of mapping also we can able to do that using Nmap. So you just download Nmap from the Google and you just type the application of Nmap here. In the application, just type Nmap. So it's a Zenmap GUI, and you can easily find out the different variety of mapping of your website. Any website, you can able to check it, and you can easily find it. A minute it will come. Okay. So kindly check with the NS with that Nmap. So if you are using the Ubuntu system, you just put Nmap here. Okay, I just put Nmap with the some firewall configuration I can use. Okay, I just put Nmap www.service.s.in. Okay, so this is the Nmap of Hadid. It start looking the port number also. Yeah, you can start scanning the website. Okay, so you can see the help scanning the website, timing, how much time it can done. Okay, so each and everything will be done. By every second and every second, you can scan the website. Okay, network mapping to be done. Okay, so NMAP like hyphen port. You can see like the commands will be given like this. What type of commands you want to use? The scanning of your IP address, scanning of your host machine, scan the UDP protocol or TCP protocol, anything you can able to do that. Sport specific scanning also you can able to check. Okay. You have a lot of this website scanning syntax also there. You can check it here. So here Nmap with anything, Nmap with any IP address, you can able to check this. So I just check with Nmap with my 10.10.10.1 can scan with the IP address. What type of IP address? In our organization, we are using port number of TCP our port number, service HTTP, HTTPS, all those things will be open. My system, MAC address also open. So this is going to be another command. You can just check that network mapping of your IP address. So there are three things very, very different. One is ping and another is called NS lookup, which will your IP address. Okay, and NE. These three are very, very important for the hacker spend. Okay. So that's all about my point. And you have any doubts, let me know. You have any doubts? Try to work with this all these commands, and you can able to implement the Python codes very easily. You can. Any doubts? Let me know, please. Yeah, that's all about my 5.1. Madam, I hand over to you, ma'am.
Participants, if you have any doubts, you can ask now. It is for a query session.
Any doubts? Any queries, please? Hope it was useful for you people. It was useful for to know the basics of hacking, how it can be done with the IP address, and what type of process to be done. Any doubts?
Participants, if no one have any doubts, shall we wind up the session, sir?
Okay, ma'am.
We'll wind up the session. Thank you for the wonderful session. It was more
Thank you.
informative. And thank you all participants for
Thank you.
listening to the session patiently.
Thank
And
you.
I would like to thank Suvanya ma'am, the college event coordinator, for collaborating with Oliva International Publications. Thank you all.
Thank you. Participants, you have any doubts? No? Thank you. Good day. Thank you.